Hello, my Montville friends. This is Miss Jessica at the library. I'm going to be doing story time with you. We are doing fairy tales. Today's story is going to be The Three Little Pigs by James Marshall. I actually really like James Marshall. I think his illustrations are great, and I like how he does his stories, even though he is retelling them. Okay, so The Three Little Pigs. So here they are, looks like in bed and reading and painting and really getting along very well. Okay. And here they are with their mom, saying goodbye to their mom, making their own way in the world. Once upon a time, an old sow sent her three little pigs out into the world to seek their fortune. Now be sure to write, she said, and remember, I love you. The first little pig met a man with a load of straw. I know, said the little pig. I'll buy your straw and build a house. That's not a very good idea, said the man. Oh, mind your own business, thank you, said the little pig. And he bought the straw and set about building a house, and it took him no time at all. Very soon, a lean and hungry wolf happened by. Now, pig was just about his favorite food in the world, so he knocked on the door and he said, little pig, let me in." To which the little pig replied, "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." Well, this annoyed the wolf to no end, so he said, "Well, then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." "Go right ahead," said the pig. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. And he gobbled up the pig. The second little pig met a man with a load of sticks. "I've got it," said the little pig. "I'll buy those sticks and build a house." "I'd think twice about that," said the man. "Oh, pooh," said the little pig. "What do you know?" And he bought the sticks and went to work building a house. "Very pretty," he said. No sooner had the little pig settled in his pretty house than the wolf happened by. He was still hungry, and he said, little pig, let me come in." And the pig said, "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." Well, the wolf did not care for that at all, so he said, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." "Ha, ha, ha," said the little pig. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in, and he gobbled up the pig. Now the third little pig met a man with a load of bricks. "These bricks will make a fine, sturdy house," said the man. "Capital idea, my good fellow," said the little pig. So he bought the bricks and set about building a house, and it took him quite a bit of time, but it was well worth it. "Nice and solid," said the pig. "Nice and solid." No sooner had the little pig moved in than he noticed the wolf loitering about, and the wolf, who was still hungry, said, little pig, let me come in." And the little pig said, "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." Well, the wolf had heard that one before. So he said, "I will huff and I will puff and I'll blow your house in." "Oh, don't do that," said the little pig. But the wolf huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed until he was quite blue in the face. And the house stood firm. "Try another approach," said the wolf. So he put on his most dazzling smile. "Oh, little pig, I was only teasing," he said. "By the way, I heard that Farmer Jones has the most scrumptious turnips. Would you like to go pick a few?" "Oh, I'm much too busy," said the little pig. "How about tomorrow morning?" "Excellent," said the wolf. "I'll meet you there at 6. Excuse me. So the next morning, the little pig got up at 5, went to Farmer Jones' turnip field, picked a whole basket of turnips, and dashed back home. When the wolf arrived at 6, The turnips were already boiling in the pot. "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't wait," said the pig. And the wolf tried not to show his displeasure. "No harm done," he said. "By the way, there's a lovely apple tree down in Merry Meadow. How about we go pick some apples? Let's meet there tomorrow morning." "Splendid," said the wolf. "How about this time we meet at 5? What is that pig gonna do? So the next morning, the little pig was up at 4 and went for the apples. It took longer than he expected to reach Merry Meadow, and while he was busy gathering apples in the highest tree, he saw the wolf approaching. "Do try one of these," he called down, throwing an apple as far as he could. So while the wolf chased the apple, the little pig shimmied down the tree and made it safely home. The next day, the wolf came again. Now he was really put out. "There's a fair today at Hog Hill," he said. "Do you want to go?" "Why don't we meet there?" said the little pig. "How's 3 o'clock? Colossal," said the wolf. 3 it is. And he knew he would be there at 2. Oh, excuse me. So, at 1 in the afternoon, so he's going 2 hours early now, the little pig went to the fair and had a great time. So fine, he lost track of the hour. Suddenly, out of the corner of his eyes, he saw the wolf coming up the hill. And without a minute to spare, the little pig jumped inside an empty butter churn and rolled down the hill towards the wolf. Well, the wolf was so scared that he ran all the way home. That evening, the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him how frightened he'd been by a great round thing that came down the hill. "Oh, I frightened you, didn't I?" said the little pig. "The great round thing was a butter churn, and I was the one inside of it." This was simply too much for the wolf to stand. I've been nice long enough," he said. "I am going to come in now and eat you up." So he climbed up onto the roof. When the little pig saw this, he put a big iron pot in the fireplace and quickly stoked the fire. "Here I come," said the wolf. "Dinner time." "Oh, you can say that again," said the little pig. And he cooked the mean old wolf, and he gobbled him up. So I know that the different versions of the story, they end a little bit differently, but I kind of like this version, so I hope you liked this one too. We are going to read other little pig versions for the next couple weeks. So I thank you so much for tuning into my story hour, and I really hoped you liked it. Bye, everybody. Have a good week.